Insuring a home, the cost of probate property insurance. That's our subject. Let's get started. Are you facing insuring a vacant home and wondering about the cost of probate property insurance? Many clients have questions about this. Hi, I'm KimWard. If we haven't yet met, I am the broker of Horizon Real Estate's Probate and Trust Help in San Diego, California. My team and I have been helping executors, administrators, and trustees with homes in probate or trust administration for over 17 years. When it comes to insuring a vacant home, you should be prepared to pay between 50% and 100% more for vacant home insurance. The national average of a regular homeowners insurance policy is around $1,000. And like I said, if you have a vacant or unoccupied home, you're going to be paying closer to $2,000 a year for an average home. Once an insurance company is aware of the fact that a home is vacant or unoccupied, many of them will cancel the homeowner's insurance. Insurance companies consider an unoccupied or vacant home to be of a higher risk. When someone is using a home as their primary residence, of course, there's a person in the home, so if something should go wrong, they would know about it right away. But with a vacant or unoccupied home, it could be days, if not weeks, before someone would be aware of something like a water leak. Homes that are vacant have a higher incidence of break-ins, fires, and again, water intrusion. Insurance companies recognize that an occupied property, even when it's tenant occupied, someone would be there to be notified of something going wrong with the home. And that would significantly lower the loss for the insurance company for the damage to the home. And when there's no one there, other things like burst pipes or leaky roofs could happen, and they may go unnoticed for quite a while. I recently helped Nancy with her father's home in Imperial Beach, and when I went in to take a look at the home, because Nancy doesn't live here, she lives in Ohio, and the neighbor had keys to the property. When I went in, I could smell a musty smell, and I had to give Nancy the bad news that I believed there was a bit of a roof leak that had been occurring since we had just had some rain in the last few weeks. Of course, no one had been in the home for weeks, and this was going unchecked. Now, we're in San Diego, so we hadn't had any rain for a while, so we chose not to do anything by putting a tarp or something like that on top of the roof because we didn't anticipate any rain in the time that we had the property on the market. If it had been more of a rainy season, I would have recommended that we get a tarp put on the roof to keep more water damage from happening to that home. If there is water intrusion, other things could easily occur, including mold that could happen to the home, and we certainly don't want that type of a thing because mold remediation is super expensive. The details of vacancy versus unoccupied may vary from insurer to insurer. However, according to the International Risk Management Institute, the courts define a vacant home as one where there isn't enough furnishings for someone to live comfortably in the home. Therefore, a home would be considered vacant if there wasn't a bed or appliances or places to just sit. A home that is fully furnished but just isn't being used would typically be considered unoccupied. If you think the property that you're responsible for is either vacant or unoccupied, do not rely on your homeowner's insurance for coverage without first talking with the insurance agent. Policies are available for specific time periods. It could be 3 months or a year. Vacant home insurance policies are often required for homes that are uninhabited for 30 days. Without the additional coverage for a vacant or unoccupied home, theoretically, an insurance company could deny a claim. So how much is the cost to get unoccupied or vacant homeowners insurance? You probably want to get several quotes before committing to an insurer. I always recommend that you start with the current insurer. Sometimes the cost of an add-on could be cheaper than getting brand new insurance. If the current insurer does not insure vacant or unoccupied homes, I have a company that I have referred clients to that specifically covers vacant homes. Keep in mind again that the cost is 2 times greater than the typical insurance policy, but you can obtain shorter periods of time, such as 3 months worth of insurance instead of a whole year. So these are some steps to protect an unoccupied home, in addition to the specific insurance coverage. You're going to want to maintain the exterior so that it does look lived in. Keep the lawns trimmed, have the lighting working so that lights are on in the evening. You want to maintain that appearance that someone is actually living there. You can inform the community, as in the case of Nancy, the neighbor was watching the house. It's really a good idea to have the neighbors have a key just in case something should go wrong, especially before you hire someone like me to represent you and to keep an eye on the house for you. I have had some clients that chose to install a temporary security system, and if that's something you're interested in, I can introduce you to the vendor that will install on a monthly basis simple security systems. And again, once you choose your real estate agent to help you through the process, they can help keep an eye on the property also. I hope you found this of value. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button because that helps me to continue to be able to produce videos just like this one. And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post them down below. I'll be happy to answer. And hey, if you have any stories about a vacant house and something that didn't go as well as planned, love to hear about that also. Thanks, see you next week.